Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. And this is Ask Angelika. We'll explain what happens in a moment. But the first things first. Right, I need to get the pronunciation right here. Ask Angelika visits Köln.
That's it.
Köln. Right, okay, well, that's good to go. Why are we visiting Köln?
Because we're going through the alphabet. Now, obviously, there are more than 26 nice places in Germany, but I thought it would be quite nice to find one from each letter of the alphabet. And so last time, not last week, last time we went to Jena, which starts with a J. So now we needed a place with a K. And this is one of the few places I've actually been to as well. I visited.
You've been there?
Yeah, only very briefly, but I have been there.
Right. Okay. So the way this works is Angelika's put together some sentences in German and given me the English translations as well. I will pronounce them. I'll read the sentences out. Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then together we will translate it. If you want to play along with us, then we'll give you a few seconds between the German and English sentences, and you can read them aloud. We can't hear you, but you can read them aloud, and then you can help with the translation. If you are watching live, thank you. If you want to comment, please do. And we'll start off with the first phrase. And the first phrase is: Köln ist eine Stadt am Rhein.
That's it, yeah. Köln ist eine Stadt am Rhein.
So Cologne. Now this is one of the strange ones because Köln is obviously the name of the city, but we call it Cologne, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cologne is a city on the Rhine.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the answer. And the answer is Cologne. Word for word. It's going to get harder. I know it's going to get harder. So on to phrase 2 then. And phrase 2. Es ist eine größte Stadt Nordrhein-Westfalens und die viertgrößte Stadt Deutschlands.
Ja, es ist die größte Stadt Nordrhein-Westfalens und die viertgrößte Stadt Deutschlands. We've had similar sentences like this before.
We've had the third largest city in Germany.
Yeah.
I remember that one. We've had North Rhine-Westphalia as well, but it's that's Westphalia, isn't it?
North Rhine-Westphalia.
North Rhine-Westphalia. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the largest city in North Rhine-Westphalia and the 4th largest city in Germany.
That's it. Spot on.
Thank you. Let's get the official translation. And the official translation is: it's the largest city in North Rhine-Westphalia and the 4th largest city in Germany. Phrase 3. Köln ist bekannt für seinen Karneval und sein Wahrzeichen, den Kölner Dom.
Ja, Köln ist bekannt für seinen Karneval und sein Wahrzeichen, den Kölner Dom.
Behind me is Cologne Cathedral. I always like to have a photograph which is relevant to what we're talking about. So Cologne is known for its carnival and for Wahrzeichen. Ich weiß nicht, was bedeutet Wahrzeichen?
Landmark.
Oh. Sorry, can you say that again?
Landmark.
Right. Landmark, the Cologne Dome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wish I'd have got a photograph of that. That'd been good.
Sorry. The Cologne Cathedral. You have got the photograph.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, sorry. My bad. Okay. Translation.
I didn't realise what you said. You said Cologne Dome. No, it's a Cologne Cathedral.
Hang on. We've gone back to the beginning. Let's try again. Right. Okay. So the translation is: Cologne is known for its carnival and its landmark, Cologne Cathedral, behind me. We just learned that. Okay, phrase 4. Diese Kirche ist eine der größten in Europa.
Ja, Diese Kirche ist eine der größten in Europa.
Right, I got it right by accident more than by design, because I wanted to say Europa, but it's this church is the largest is one of the largest in Europe.
That's it, one of the largest, yeah.
And the translation is confirmation. This church is one of the largest in Europe. Verse 5. There's been no numbers yet. That's going to change.
I've slacked there. I've only got one number for you later on.
Yeah, sure. My lucky week. Am Dom ist der Südturm 4 Zentimeter größer als der Nordturm.
Ja, am Dom ist der Südturm 4 Zentimeter größer als der Nordturm.
Oh, do we know why?
It was just built like that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they didn't measure it correctly. I have no idea.
Built in medieval times. I mean, the engineering in these cathedrals is just impressive, to say the least. The cathedral, the south tower of the cathedral is 4 centimeters higher than the north tower.
Why anybody would even measure it? You're absolutely right. Yes. I just thought, let's measure them, make sure they are the right size. Oh, one of them is 4 centimeters taller. Let's put the other one up a bit higher. Oh no, now that one is 4 centimeters taller. I don't know.
Perhaps it's subsidence. Who knows?
No idea.
No idea. Right, phrase 6 then. Es gibt immer Reparaturen am Dom.
Ja, es gibt immer Reparaturen am Dom.
Right, there are always, at the cathedral, they're always repairing the cathedral.
Yeah, there are always repairs to the cathedral.
Right. There are always repairs to the cathedral. And verse 7. Man sagt, wenn der Dom fertig wird, geht die Welt unter.
Ja, man sagt, wenn der Dom fertig wird, geht die Welt unter.
One says, when the dome is complete, the world will end.
The cathedral.
Sorry, the cathedral.
No, the cathedral. Yeah. Yes, it's an old saying, because often people saying, "Oh, the cathedral has always got scaffolding there, and it ruins it." But actually, the people in Cologne say, "No, it needs to stay, because if it ever is completely done and all the scaffolding will be taken down, that's the end of the world."
As we know it.
And I think last year, one of the towers had the scaffolding down for the first time ever. But wow. There was still scaffolding anywhere else. They're virtually all year round are doing repairs somewhere on the cathedral.
On your visit to Cologne, did you actually go in the cathedral?
Yes, we did. But it wasn't very long. We actually went to see the Tutankhamun exhibition, and we ended up queuing for 2 hours to get in there. So right. the cathedral visit was very short.
Back to phrase 8. I've got a number in here. In der Glockengasse 4 steht, in der Glockengasse 4 steht das Haus, wo das Original Kölnisch Wasser herkommt.
Mhm. In der Glockengasse 4 steht das Haus, wo das Original Kölnisch Wasser herkommt.
I'm going to take a flyer here. It could be wrong. Glockengasse 4 is actually an address, yeah?
It is.
Right. At Glockengasse 4 it is a house where the original Cologne water came from.
Right, that bit I wouldn't translate into English. I would use a French phrase, which makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
Original Eau de Cologne.
Eau de Cologne.
Mm.
Nicht Wasser. Eau de Cologne.
No, it's called Eau de Cologne. It's a trademark. But It would be Kölnisch Wasser, that's the German word, the original Kölnisch Wasser. But as a trademark, it hasn't got an English name, it's got a French name, the original Eau de Cologne.
And translation? Oh, wow, close. I'm just so surprised. Glockengasse 4 is the house where the original Eau de Cologne comes from. Ah, right. Eau de Cologne, because we're actually in Cologne, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's Cologne water, so Eau de Cologne.
Exactly.
Right. All falls into place now. Früher war die Hausnummer 4711. That's wrong, isn't it?
Well, as a house number, I would have said, früher war die Hausnummer 4711.
Yeah.
But that number is known as 4711.
47. Ah, right. Okay. Right.
And 4711 is the name of the original Eau de Cologne.
It's all coming together now. So the translation is, in former times, the house number was 4711, which, as we now know, is the original name of the Eau de Cologne from Cologne.
They called it after the house number. I don't think there are any house numbers around with 4 digits. So now it's just Glockengasse 4, but I think it may be Napoleon or something like this who gave these houses house numbers. And that one was 4711. And it was where the first Eau de Cologne was manufactured. And they used the name of the house number.
I wouldn't envy the postman who had to deliver on the road where there were 4,711 houses. But
yeah, I don't think it went by road. It probably was the 4,711th house in the area in Germany. I don't know. It's a strange number, but that's where if you Google 4711 Eau de Cologne, you'll see those very distinct bottles that they're making, they're made, and they're still making.
Well, perhaps we could get some links after the broadcast and put them on. Right, now we're going to go back to phrase number 1, and this time the German will be read perfectly and the English sort of, and Angelika is going to read the phrases in German. I'll read the translation in English. Over to you, Angelika.
Okay. Köln ist eine Stadt am Rhein.
Cologne is a city on the Rhine.
Es ist die größte Stadt Nordrhein-Westfalens und die viertgrößte Stadt Deutschlands.
It is the largest city in North Rhine-Westphalia and the 4th largest city in Germany.
Köln ist bekannt für seinen Karneval und sein Wahrzeichen, den Kölner Dom.
Cologne is known for its carnival and its landmark, the Cologne Cathedral.
Diese Kirche ist eine der größten in Europa.
Okay. This church is one of the largest in Europe.
Am Dom ist der Südturm 4 Zentimeter größer als der Nordturm.
Incredibly, the cathedral, the South Tower, is 4 centimeters taller than the North Tower.
Es gibt immer Reparaturen am Dom.
There are always repairs to the cathedral.
Man sagt, wenn der Dom fertig wird, geht die Welt unter.
Which translates to, the people say when the cathedral is finished, the world will end. So the world will go under.
Literally, yes. In der Glockengasse 4 steht das Haus, wo das Original Kölnisch Wasser herkommt.
Glockengasse 4 is the house where the original Eau de Cologne comes from.
Früher war die Hausnummer 4711.
In former times, the house number was 4,711. See, I've learned something on this because I didn't realise that Eau de Cologne came from Cologne. I've learned something. This is good. We're not only learning German, we're actually learning German history.
A bit of history as well. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Now, can I ask where we're going in 2 weeks' time?
Well, the next letter will be L. And I think we go to the place where we nearly went to last year. And then we decided to go to Dresden. So we go to Leipzig.
Leipzig. 2 weeks' time. Angelika, would you like to close the broadcast? Just let me take that off. I'll try to take that off. It's somewhere down here. And you have the stage.
The stage. Oh, wow. Right. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed finding out a little bit about Cologne. And please come and join us again in 2 weeks' time when we will visit Leipzig. And with that, it's tschüss von mir.
Tschüss von mir auch.